Jambo, mambo vipi? My name is Bonventure and this is Moving Pictures Kenya. Last week I did a video for you about how American homes look like. So I covered some of the things that you'll find in American homes. One of them was how roads are tarmacked all the way up to your driveway. We also looked at the issue of the address and how that your physical address is also the same as your mailing address. We also looked at garbage collection. We also looked at how you need to keep your compound clean by mowing regularly. So from that video, some questions came up. And one of the prominent questions that has come up is, why is it that there are so many cars in your neighborhood? And truthfully speaking, when you look at the neighborhood in that video, by the way, I've put its link down there in the comment section if you want to view it again. So if you look at, or if you look around my neighborhood, you'll realize that each household has at least 3 cars. So why does it have at least 3 cars? Ordinarily, most American homes, you'll have a car for the main person of the house. Then you'll have a car for the spouse. And you'll have the car for kids. So usually here at age 16, kids get the driver's permit that allows them to drive a car. So it's very common to find children who are 16 years old or who are between 16 and 18 years old driving themselves to school. So that is why you'll find at least 3 cars in the American households. Now, statistics show that in the USA, about 92% of Americans own cars. So it's only about 8% that does not own a car. Now, of this 92%, about 33% own at least 1 car.
At the stop sign, turn right onto Indian Rock Dam Road.
And then about 32% own at least 2 cars, and 22% own at least 3 or more cars. I was asking a colleague of mine at work how many cars he has at home, and he told me he has a truck, he has a car for his wife, and 2 cars for each of his teenage children. So each one is able to drive away from home and come back home without necessarily depending on the other. It's always common to find American men owning trucks. You know, when you talk of trucks, in Kenya we call them pickups. You know, they're these big pickups that the man will own. And then in most cases, you'll find the woman also owning her own model of car. In most cases, it will be a Jeep. I don't know why women feel so proud when they own a Jeep. And then the teenagers will also own their own car. So why is it easy for somebody to own a car? You know, buying a car in the USA, so long as you have good credit history and you have income, buying a car is as easy as walking into a showroom and walking away with a car of your choice. So long as you have good credit history and so long as you have income. Here in the USA, there are jobs all over. So there is no way you can lack income. So that is one of the reasons why each American owns a car. It's the issue of affordability or availability. And then the other thing is the nature of jobs. Most people work in shifts, and you may find in households, people work on different shifts. There are those who may work morning shift, there are those who may work midnight shifts, there are those who may work evening shift. So that you do not inconvenience the other person, then it's only wise for you to have your own car, so that when it comes to going to job, you are not waiting for somebody to come back from work for you to be able to go to work. So it's the nature of the jobs. And then the other one is also about the public transport. Not all cities here in the USA have reliable public transport system. Bigger cities like New York, maybe Washington, you may have like reliable transport system. But in smaller cities, you will not have reliable transport system that will align with your work schedule. So you'll always find that even if there is public transport, not so many people use it. They depend on their own cars to take them to work. Nataka kutumia, maybe Brian atakupeleka. Unaenda saa ngapi? So acha Brian akupeleke. That was my son asking whether he can use my car to go to work. So if you have one car, that is how the inconvenience comes in. He is 18, and here at 18 he's able to drive, he's able to find work. Back home in Kenya, it could still be a struggle for him after high school to find work. But here, things are different. So I was talking about the truck and why American men own the truck. So they own these things. Sometimes it will depend on the person's own lifestyle. Because in most cases, you'll find American homes, somebody has the truck, then there are the cars, and then there is the boat, and there is the motorcycle. So depending on the season is when they use these things. So like for example, now we are heading into summer. So the big things that will be happening during summer, first of all, many people will be riding their motorcycles. And then those who have boats, this is the season for fishing. So they'll use their trucks to tow the boats to the rivers so that they can do fishing. So it depends on the person's lifestyle. And then also for the trucks, it's not just about lifestyle. They also use it for business. So like if you see in the previous video, there is this truck that has plows at the front of the truck. So these trucks, they use it for business. So during times of snow, they'll put or they'll attach these plows at the front of the truck so that they use it to plow the snow. I'm told that is one of the most lucrative businesses that people do here in the USA. So like if you didn't watch the weather forecast, but when you're on the road you see many trucks with plows attached at the front of the trucks, then you know definitely that day it's going to snow. And then other than that, the other business that people do is landscaping. So they'll use this truck to move around the equipment for landscaping. So basically, in a nutshell, that is why there are so many cars in America, and that is why in each household there may be at least 1, 2, 3 or more cars. If there is anything you want me to talk about, just write in the comment section what you want me to talk about, and I'll definitely prepare a video for you and share it next time. My name is Bonventure, and this is Moving Pictures Kenya. See you in the next video.